Aston Martin's new Honda engine has reportedly been signed off early, and that single decision could change the balance of Formula One before the car even reaches the track. Reports linked to Total Motorsport on the 26th of July 2026 and GP Blog on the 22nd of July 2026 point toward a development with enormous potential, but the source leaves out the most important technical details. It does not reveal what was approved, who gave the final approval, or how far ahead of schedule Honda actually finished. And that missing information makes this even more important, because an early sign-off can mean confidence, stability, and precious extra time to focus on performance. Or it can hide a much more complicated story about deadlines, reliability, and the enormous pressure surrounding Aston Martin's partnership with Honda. If the new power unit is truly ready earlier than expected, Aston Martin can have gained something every rival wants: time. Time to test. Time to improve. Time to solve problems before they become visible. But the real reason this could be huge is not simply that Honda finished early. It is what Aston Martin can do with every day they have just gained. The attached source links this development to reports from Total Motorsport on the 26th of July 2026 and GP Blog on the 22nd of July 2026. It does not explain the exact approval process, the technical specification that was accepted, or how far ahead of schedule the sign-off occurred. That means one thing has to remain clear. The early approval is the central claim. The details behind it are still missing. But even without those details, the importance of timing is easy to understand. A Formula One power unit is not simply placed into a finished car. The engine affects almost everything around it: cooling, packaging, weight distribution, electrical systems, bodywork, aerodynamics, and the way the entire car behaves over a race distance. Think of it like designing a house around a machine hidden inside the walls. If that machine changes size, heat, or position, the rooms around it may need to change too. That is why clarity arrives with enormous value. If Aston Martin knows earlier what Honda's final direction looks like, the team can reduce uncertainty in other parts of the car. Engineers can make decisions with greater confidence. Design work can move forward with fewer guesses, and problems that might normally appear late can be discovered earlier. That sounds simple. It is not. In Formula One, one small change can spread across several departments. A different cooling requirement may affect the side pods. A different packaging choice may affect airflow. A different weight position may affect balance. And a different electrical demand may influence how the car uses energy through a lap. Nothing exists alone. Every decision connects to another. That is why the word "signed off" carries so much weight. It suggests a stage of uncertainty may have ended. But here is where the story becomes more complicated. Signed off does not automatically mean perfect. It does not automatically mean fastest, and it does not guarantee that every reliability problem has disappeared. An approved design can still face difficult testing. It can still require refinement. It can still behave differently once it is installed inside the complete car. That distinction matters because the public may hear early sign-off and imagine the entire project is finished. In reality, finishing one major stage can simply open the door to the next one. The advantage is not that Aston Martin can stop working. The advantage is that it may be able to start the next phase sooner. And in Formula One, earlier information can be almost as valuable as raw speed. Imagine preparing for an exam while everyone else is still waiting for the final subject list. You may not know every question. You may still make mistakes. But you can begin organizing your work while others are still deciding where to start. That is the possible value here. Time does not guarantee success. It creates more chances to find failure before the season exposes it. And Honda knows how important that can be. A power unit can appear strong in controlled conditions. Then the real car introduces vibration, heat, changing temperatures, long runs, rapid energy deployment, and the constant punishment of racing. A system that works once must work again and again and again. That is the difference between an impressive test and a competitive season. Reliability is not one dramatic number. It is confidence repeated over thousands of moments. The driver presses the throttle. The power arrives. The energy system responds. The temperatures remain controlled. The car completes the lap. Then it does it again without losing performance. That repetition is where trust is built. And trust matters for more than finishing races. It affects how aggressively the team can use the power unit. A system may have theoretical performance, but if the team is afraid of pushing it, that performance remains hidden. Drivers may be told to manage. Engineers may reduce stress. Strategy may become more conservative. Suddenly, the strongest possible version of the engine exists only on paper. That is why early approval could create an important opportunity, not proof of dominance. An opportunity, more time to understand where the limits are, more time to find weaknesses, more time to decide how hard the system can be pushed. But that is only the first layer. The deeper advantage may come from integration between Honda and Aston Martin. A power unit supplier and the chassis team must work as one system. If communication is slow, the car suffers. If the assumptions are different, packaging becomes harder. If one side changes direction too late, the other side may be forced into compromises. And compromises are expensive. One department may gain performance. Another may lose it. The engine may become easier to cool. The aerodynamics may become weaker. The car may become more compact. Reliability may become harder to protect. Every improvement carries a cost somewhere else. The best outcome is not the strongest engine tested alone. It is the strongest complete car. That difference is crucial. Fans often separate the engine from the chassis. Fast engine, good car; weak engine, bad car. But on the track, the driver feels one machine. He does not experience the power unit as a separate object. He feels how the power arrives, how the rear tires respond, how the car accelerates, how much confidence he has when leaving the corner. If the integration is poor, even strong power can become difficult to use. If the power arrives too aggressively, traction can suffer. That if cooling demands become too large, aerodynamic performance can be lost. If the carries extra weight in the wrong place, balance becomes harder to control. That is why an early sign-off could matter to Aston Martin beyond the engine department. It may give the entire organization a clearer target. And this is where the relationship between the engine and the car becomes critical. A power unit can produce impressive numbers in isolation, but Formula One is not one on a test bench. It is one when every part works together. The engine, the battery, the cooling system, the gearbox, the suspension, the aerodynamics, the tires, and the driver. If one part demands too much from another, performance disappears. If you like this video, then make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe to our channel so you never miss out any other latest videos. And also be a part of F1 family. Thanks for watching.